Jericho does not seem like he's done with New Japan just yet, as he did appear at the New Year's Dash of
Beautiful morning, hear the sun in my morning bed. Nothing in the water. Beautiful morning, hear the sun in my morning bed. Nothing in the water.
I want to give you my quick review of Wrestle Kingdom, and yeah, I saw it because of Chris Jericho, and I actually been keeping up with New Japan Pro Wrestling for quite some time, and I'm not saying I'm gonna get into it or going to constantly review it. Not gonna happen on the channel. Busy person, I got stuff to do. I know most of my subscribers are a little bit wrestling fans. Some of my old subscribers who've been with me for a while know I used to do wrestling WWE reviews on here, but I'll talk about them in a later video. I got something planned for them, maybe after WrestleMania, but if things keep going, I might actually do a video a little bit later. If you guys want me to talk about WWE and some stuff I have to say, comment below, let me know down there. Hashtag talk about the shit WWE, and I'll talk about them. But let's talk about Wrestle Kingdom. It was a very good show. The best match I enjoyed, which I had fun with, and I thought, wow, this was actually not a bad match, was the Will Ospreay, Marty Scurll match for, I guess, the Junior Heavyweight Championship. That four-way match, that was pretty fun. That is what cruiserweights should be in the WWE, but they're not. What they're doing is what the cruiserweights should be doing in WWE, but they're not. Okay? And that's their problem. Also, my other problem is, I guess, with New Japan, but I mean, that's the style with wrestling today, is a lot of people have to do a lot of high-flying moves. That kind of takes away from the match with Will Ospreay, the cruiserweights per se. And I think that should stop a little bit, but I guess everybody wants to fly around like a spot monkey without thinking, hey, let's say this or that. I'm kind of old school. I'd rather have that in one match, so you can have a little, every match should be different and organic. When you have the same match, it's kind of weird. But that's just a little nitpick. I thought the Will Ospreay match was more funner. It was more, Marty Scurll actually was MVP of that match, with his mannerisms and selling. I'm not a big fan of Marty Scurll. I've seen him before. I am happy that he brought back the chicken wing, because I don't see that move often. Will Ospreay is a freak of nature. WWE would love to have him in right now, because cruiserweights need somebody like him. But if he goes there, he'll be working that soft style, so we don't know about that. But that was the best match there I saw. Now, evil, everything is evil. They won the tag team championships against Davey Boy Smith and Archer. Good. Evil was over. And I became a fan of him, not because of his look or anything like that. I think his look is a little crazy. But I've been a fan of, I became a fan of him with his match with Okada. And I was like, you know what? Give him something. And I think Tag Team Championship is pretty good. And that's the only thing I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the rest of the card. Like, no Motor City, not the Motor Cities, but the Young Bucks. I don't want to talk about them. Now, the Cody Rhodes versus Ibushi match, it was okay. The right guy went over, but I think it's weird. Cody's been taking a lot more L's as of late, so, you know, I guess it is what it is. And no one was talking about Cody Rhodes. They were talking about Chris Jericho, which we're about to get into Chris Jericho right now. I'm going everywhere with this video. Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega. Not the best match I've seen. Is this the best match I have seen from... I've seen this year so far? Yeah. Will this match be topped? Probably so. It's something WWE would do. But we'll see. I'll say this. That was Jericho's best match I have seen him have in quite some time. I'll say since his match with Punk, or going back with CM Punk. Jericho worked. You know, Jericho had more of the offense. And then Omega had more of the defense. But it was still a good match. I enjoyed the match. It was fun. It was lively. Everybody was behind Kenny Omega, which Jericho did a good job at that. And the right guy went over. Would I like Jericho to stay in and have matches with Naito, Okada, which I think he should do? I actually do. I really want him to have matches with them guys. I don't even want to go back to WWE. Stay in New Japan, wrestle for a few months, skip WrestleMania, come back next year. They don't really need you right now. That's my opinion. But it still was a good match. Not the best match I've seen, but still, arguably probably one of the better matches that I'll see Jericho will have in quite some time. Now, Naito versus Okada. Okay match. I've seen some of their old previous matches a little bit. I think this one is their weakest. And Okada, you are Rainmaker. You are the man. You make the money. For the love of God, don't you ever wear pants again. Keep to the shorts, man. Keep to the shorts. However, the wrong guy went over. I think Naito should have won. Naito was over, and he was over. That crowd was behind him. And I don't think you'll have a better opportunity than Wrestle Kingdom to make Naito a superstar. From what I hear, though, Okada does big business over there, so probably that played a big factor, unless they're going to give the title to Kota Ibushi, which I think Kota Ibushi should be not Okada, which that's going to be a great match, too, but at least Naito, which is a good match to see, too. That's what I think, but it is what it is. So, honestly, guys, that's all I got to say on Wrestle Kingdom. I went everywhere with it. I had not that much to say. I thought it was a good show. I enjoyed myself watching it. I saw the highlights after I rewatched it. I said, okay, this is great. Arguably, the show had a good flow. Was it better than Wrestle Kingdom last year? Absolutely not. I think Wrestle Kingdom last year was better. That's my opinion. But this still was a good show. Probably one of the better shows you'll see from any wrestling company thus far. Maybe Ring of Honor might try to top it a little bit, but that's the only company I see. TNA, Impact Wrestling is dead. WWE would never be able to top a Wrestle Kingdom match, even if they wanted to. They can't. Not in today's society. Not today. But overall, it was a good show. If I had to rate the show, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. As always, I'd like to subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.